minute. Who are you?
Classified according to the type of users' credits are the following: consumer credit, mercantile credit, bank credit, investment credit. Consumer credit. Consumer credit, also called as consumption credit, is that kind of credit extended to consumers in order to facilitate the process of consumption. The common examples are credit card payments, consumer durable loans, and student loans. There are two types of credit: installment credit, non-installment credit. Installment credit is a type of loan that is repaid in peaks, equal payments over a set of time. The most common type of installment credit is a mortgage, but it also includes auto loans, student loans, and personal loans. Non-installment credit requires a lump sum payment within 30, 60, or 90 days. Typically, sellers will offer this type of credit interest-free. After the set time, if the balance is not paid in full, interest will be charged on the remaining balance at a much higher rate than if the purchase had been made with a credit card. Non-installment credit, also known as short-term credits or trade credit, are same as cash credit. Mercantile credit. Mercantile credit extended by one business to another, distinguished from consumer credit. Example: the credit which businessmen extend when selling goods on time for resale or for commercial use. Bank credit. Bank credit is the total amount of money a person or business can borrow from a bank or other financial institutions. Example: when the bank or other financial institution makes a loan, it credits money to the borrower who must pay it back at a future date. Investment credit. Tax incentives that permits businesses to deduct a specified percentage of certain investment costs from their tax liability in addition to the normal allowances for depreciation. Example of investment credit are long-term loans, bonds, or debentures.
A retail credit is a type of loan made in a business or corporate finance context. It allows the borrower to take out money over an extended period of time rather than constantly reapplying for funds. Credit facilities are utilized broadly across the financial market as a way to provide funding for different purposes. They are obtained in conjunction with the final round of a corporation overall equity financing program, which includes the credit facility as well as an equity investment. Retail credit facilities can be business to business, as in a company obtaining financing from a bank. Retail credit facilities can also be business to consumer, in which the retailer extend credit to customer for purchases, usually big ticket items. A retail credit is a method of financing, essentially a type of loan or line of credit used by retailers and real estate companies.
The use of a credit card. A card which works on the principles of letting a person acquire goods and service on a pledge that it can be paid for a later date. If you ever purchase something and use the credit card, then you can pay the amount you borrow back either in full or in a monthly installment. If you don't pay in full, you can also be paying the interest. You were able to spend a certain amount on a credit card. What is the benefit of using a credit card? Building credits, earning cashbacks, and benefits from fraud protection. It's just a few of the many advantages of using a credit card. And also there's a there's also so-called secondary credit card benefit, which may include things like price protection, rental car insurance, most of it's extended warranty protection. But typically, most Filipino are afraid to get a credit card. For what reason? Interest fee, the approval process, and lack of financial discipline. But as long as you swipe responsibility and pay your bills on time, you can fully enjoy the benefits of having a credit card in Philippines.
Replibin is also known as a possession that came from Old French, which means a legal activity required. Also, it signifies arawan. Re means bank, while the plebir refers to pledge. Replibin refers to an article that being sold under an installment contract and the buyer fails to fulfill is part of the contract. The seller has the right to repossess the article in order to protect himself from loss. Therefore, replevin is a kind of method that can use by the plaintiff to protect their rights for their possession.
First, what is the purpose of charge account? Charge account is an arrangement where a customer can purchase products or services on credit. Charge account means that you can still buy when you are in a short of cash and take advantage of sales and bargains. Many customers take advantage of our charges account at a time of heavy expenditure, such as Christmas. The advantage of charge account will offer points of credits that can be used toward the company expenses like concierge services, access to airport lounges, travel, insurance, dining and more. Because there's no credit facilities with the charge cards and they must be paid each month. There is also no interest charge. The disadvantage of charge account or charge card is the major disadvantage of using a charge card instead of using a credit card is that charge card tends to come with some fairly sizable fees that must be paid annually.
Advantages of installment buying. A number of advantages may be said in favor of purchase on the installment plan. They are: first, under the installment plan, the buyer is able to obtain and therefore the use of the goods he needs even before he is able to save the amount covering the full purchase price of the goods. Sa ilalim ng installment plan, ang buyer ay nakukuha ang kailangan niya kahit na bago pa niya magawang mag-save ng pera pangbili nito. Second, installment buying may be considered as one form of savings. A number of individuals, especially in our cities, are able to acquire a number of expensive articles which they used and which most probably they could not obtain if the installment plan is not existent. Bakit ito nasabing savings? Sapagkat ang ilang individual ay walang kakayahan na bumili agad ng kanilang kailangan at malamang na hindi nila makukuha kung ang installment plan ay wala. 3. To a number of individuals, installment buying not only convenient but it is also necessity. Possessed with limited purchasing power, these individuals are forced to buy on the installment plan, which provides them with the only way of participating in the enjoyment of an abundance of goods which they need. Para sa ilang individual, ang pagbili ng hulugan ay hindi lamang maginhawa, ngunit ito rin ay pangangailangan, lalo na sa iba na limitado lamang ang kinikita na nakakabili lamang ng ibang kailangan sa tulong ng installment plan. 4. Many goods bought on the installment plan pay for themselves. This may be illustrated through the purchase of a house and lot wherein the individuals, instead of having to pay the rent for the premises they occupy, would thereby be able to use it to pay for the house and the lot which they can call as their own, the installment plan. 5th, the installment buying makes it possible for families to spread out expenditures. Disadvantages. On the other side of the same coin, installment buying suffers from the following serious disadvantages. First, installment purchases cost more than articles purchased. Second, some people do not know what to buy or what not to buy, thereby overburdening themselves with the financial obligations that they may be find difficult to meet. Third, it is observed that in some cases, individual may be encouraged to buy things which they actually do not need, such that eventually they find difficulty in purchasing their real necessities. The advantages of installment loans include flexible terms and lower interest rates. What is the advantage of installment purchase? It allows you to reach your purchase cost in a controllable period of time without a debt. Installments allow you to buy things that you would otherwise have to give away if you paid in full. Depending on your cash flow time frame, you can choose to pay in installments and pay your range is up to 30 months. What is the disadvantage of buying on the installment plan? The disadvantage of installment loans include the risk of default and loss of collateral. You have no choice about when to make the payment. Not being able to choose when to pay puts you at higher risk of credit card debt or your installment purchase payments fail and you incur late fees from them until payment is made. Either way, you have to be prepared to face more fees than you need or want.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.